Free Fleetwood at home this Friday. Mark, actually coming into Easter, Friday and Monday is a much better way to do it than Saturday and Monday, isn't it?
Yeah. Clubs get the option. I think the fixtures are Saturday, but you get the option to move it, and the club sensibly make sure that we give ourselves as much preparation time in between games, and I think it can be vital. We had a good Easter last year, if I remember rightly. So no, it's a sensible measure. Some clubs do, some clubs don't.
Strange for Cheltenham to be coming into Easter with, if you like, so little to play for in terms of avoiding relegation or chasing the playoffs.
Yeah, but listen, that's where we find ourselves. We've just got to keep our focus on Fleetwood and then Mansfield. Of course, we'd all like to be chasing a playoff spot, but I don't think that's going to happen. But we have to be professional. We have to be have the desire to go and win the next 4 games, and that's all we can do, and just see where that takes us. And we're capable of doing it. We want to finish the season strongly. We want to win games. We want to please the fans, give the support something to cheer about, and the only way we do that is to perform and win.
Is it about being professional still at this stage of the season?
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, everyone's still got stuff to play for. Everybody at the club has something hanging on Friday, Monday, and then the following 2 Saturdays after that. So, the season isn't over, far from it. We want to make sure that we take care of ourselves. We're not mathematically where we want to be. So, 3 points on Friday would go some way towards that at least, and let's try and be as positive as we can between now and the end of the season.
And I suppose on a personal level, players, if they're out of contract, looking to impress either here or for elsewhere, wherever they may end up.
Exactly right. It's that time of year. We've got a few out of contract, and at some stage decisions have to be made. The decisions aren't going to be made on the next 4 games, but it can swing things one way or the other, and that's just the way football is, and the way League 2 and a bit of League 1 works in terms of players running out of contract rather than being renewed well in advance.
And do you make decisions in your own mind now, or do you just sort of store them away in the memory bank and then make a collective at the end?
Yeah. I don't make decisions now. I think we just review it come the end of the season. You don't get me wrong. You get you get big pointers throughout the season, and the time will come and it'll be done properly, as it always is. Our focus just has to be on the next 2 games, but particularly Friday, then with a mind of how we prepare properly for a game quickly on Monday afternoon.
Harry Williams obviously made his debut down at Exeter last week. How crucial is what happens in the game after his debut in terms of looking after the player and managing him from your point of view?
Harry's a level-headed boy. He's trained well this week, and he'll be involved in some part tomorrow, and we just try and keep his feet on the floor. Yeah, he's played his first game, and well done to him for that, and it's up to him now to go and get 5 and 10 and 20 and more, and hopefully he can do that. He's got a talent, we know that, and hopefully we can just keep trying to get the best out of him.
So the opportunity's there for a run for him if he takes it?
Yeah, well, you don't necessarily you play a game and then take him out on his performance or anything like that. It's just, you've got to encourage the younger players, and we do. And Harry will be given opportunities between now and the end of the season, without a doubt, as will, and as may, 1 or 2 others.
Fleetwood obviously still in the hunt for automatic promotion. Does that mean they'll come and play a more open game than perhaps others might?
I think they'll be desperate to win, as we will be, and they've changed to a bit of a diamond themselves, so we have to decide whether we're going to stick with ours or play something against it. Whatever we do, it'll be to try and win the game, to try and entertain the supporters who turn up at home week in, week out, and we haven't quite reached the heights that we've wanted to for them. But ultimately to win the game, to play well, to be organised, to look strong, to look competitive, but to ultimately take 3 points and make sure that we, keep our own points tally and look after ourselves.
And how does it affect your thinking tactically when you know the team's going to be coming to Wadden Road and looking for the 3 points?
I expect every team to come here and try and get 3 points. I think the other day I looked at the table and I think there's 37 points between top and bottom, and I think it just shows what a strange league it is. You've got teams in the Championship, the Leicester, you've got Wolves in the League One on 90, 93 points. In our league it's 75, 76 winning, and the gap is considerably condensed, and I just think it shows. And I mean, when we go to Hartlepool, Exeter, Fleetwood earlier in the season, we go out to win games, and I expect teams. Nobody would be thinking wherever you go, you can't get something out of the game, particularly in our league this season. So that there's nothing changed to that. They might play different formations or have different substitutions lined up ready to come on that you have to be aware of. But we've got to try and play our game. We've got to be aware of the opponents, but try and get a performance that is worthy of the shirt, and like I said before, trying to give the supporters something to take into the summer.
Injuries? How's the squad?
Yeah, okay. I think Billy Daniels won't be available. It looks like he's got a problem with his abdominal area, so probably won't be involved. And apart from that, we should be okay.
And is that going to be a sort of season ender for Billy?
We'll see where we are after today and the week and Friday, and see where we are from Monday. But yeah, probably for his time with us, unfortunately. But these things happen.
Thank you. Good luck.
Mark, Diamond has come in for a bit of criticism at home, but it's actually worked quite well for you away, probably more, hasn't it, this season? But we know that the teams like Liverpool have been using it, and they're top of the Premier League, so it's not just the formation that there's a problem with. But do you think it's worked better away than it has at home?
I think on reflection, yeah, it probably has. The question is, what they play a diamond, and we've been playing a diamond. Where do you go with it? Which one looks to change? Do we look to change? Do we just match each other up and see who's best at it? We went up there with a diamond, scored early and played ever so well. Scored a really good goal right at the end as well to finish them off. And we knew we were in a game. We had to compete. We had to fight for everything that we got, and we did that really well. And on the day we ran out deserved winners, I thought. And they'll be looking to not avenge that, but to put that right, get 3 points against us. But because their bigger goal is promotion, whether it's in the top 3 or through the playoffs. And ours is professional pride, points, performance, making sure that we're positive and stick together. But like I say, putting a really strong team performance that gets us 3 points.
Yeah, I know it's 4 games to go and things can still swing, but do you think it needs tweaking or a bit of an overhaul of the squad? If you had to say no.
Well, things will happen, in the right time, John. Players are out of contract, and it gives the club an opportunity to address that. We'll do what we think's best for the club and the way we see it going forward. I'm not going to preempt it right now. I just there's a number out of contract, and we're all playing for something.
Yeah, I know you're probably sick of being asked about it, but you said on telly early in the week that you wanted to sign the contract this week. Has anything been?
I'm hopeful that we'll get it done as quickly as we can. Like I say, I haven't seen the chairman or Paul much this week, so I'm due to meet them this afternoon at some stage. It'll happen when it happens, Sean. I have no worries about that.
Yeah, just on Fleetwood, you've done well against them with 2 wins and a draw so far.
Yeah.
Considering the budget, everyone knows they've thrown a bit of money at it, but they're up there this season, but they haven't looked anything special in any of the games against you, have they?
I don't want to say that and get Graham's back up. I think that they're a good side. They're a club that have got potential to kick on. With the investment that they have, to be able to sign players at for the money that they have allegedly spent is brilliant. Is testament to the chairman and the board that they want to be seen to be a big fish in the current league. They've got a big squad, got some big players, some good players, really good strong players, and they want to have a go at it. They They've got massive ambition, and as long as someone's there to finance that, then they've done it right. I've seen that club over the last few years. The ground's got better and better. The squad's got obviously better and better. And Mickey Mellon before Graham, of the progress that club's made's been startling, and they've got someone there who seems on the outside to be able to fund further progression, and good luck to them. But we've done all right against them, as you say, and hopefully we can continue that tomorrow.
Yeah. Cheers, Matt.
All right, gents.